Hi, so here is Booker's recap video from today. Today, the name of the game was Impulse and Leash Commands. Since to us talking briefly Tuesday, I wanted to kind of help you guys out on this aspect. Booker's going to be a combination of repetition, maturity, but also setting expectations now. So when you go through doorways, ask him for a sit. When you are working on leash commands, it's getting engagement. And honestly, I really don't care about the sit per se at every door. It's more of I want his engagement with me. So similar to a name game where he sits and looks at me, essentially he's looking at me, but he's not fully giving me what I'm asking for, which is that kind of default position. You can practice this with every doorway. You can practice it with one doorway. You can practice this with thresholds. You can do it with squeaky toys and play toys. But the idea is that he just has to sit and look. I'm not asking him for a wait command. I'm not asking him for a please command. It's truly just, hey, you got to sit for this. So something to think about, but it also helps impulse. Now, I also filmed us doing some leash skills. He, for the most part, is pretty good. I know we talked about his distractions. I wanted to make sure I filmed what a belt leash will look like for you guys. I highly, highly, highly recommend if you're cleaning the house, you're walking around, you're cooking dinner, attach him to you. Like a belt leash or like a fancy dog purse, essentially. Clean the house, do something, make him focus on you. When we do that, it helps him focus and redirect. And I do have a video a little bit after this where I kind of narrated some ideas and practices that you can do at home. I'm trying to film things a little differently, but I wanted to show you kind of an in action walking shot. So this is the beginning of our walk. And a little bit, the clip is going to fast forward to a later walk. We did the same loop around the building and some offices. And we did it during lunchtime where there was people out walking and stuff like that. But you can see the difference of him being first thing fresh in the morning where he's pushy versus, hey, now he's walking calmly with me. And he's engaged with me. That's what we want when we do walks, is that he's communicating with you. And ideally, when we do walks, being right on the hip is the best spot to be. So it's a very controlled heel, essentially, without being a heel command. Let's go with me, any type of loose leash walking command. We start at the hardest part first, and then we make it easier. Then he earns the privilege of having 6 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet of leash. It's kind of like a toddler. You got to hold their hand before they learn how to run away and come back. If we need a recall, if we need focus, I always like to ask for that sit command. He sits so pretty, like he stacks himself up like, yes, I did it. And you're going to watch us go through the doors in just a little bit to get back into the building. Same thing. He had to sit for the doors. But it was a really good day with Booker. I will, on Friday, we'll be doing a field trip with him because I had such good success with him on his leash and practicing in a little bit more different environment and exposure. And we'll be trying to doubling down on that leash expectations with you guys. But hang tight and you'll see another video where I explain things a little bit differently too. So one of the things you can do with Booker at home is put him on a slip leash. Now I'd recommend doing a shorter one at home just so that way you're not tripping, but put him on a slip leash and put a carabiner on it and attach him to your belt loop or attach him to a pouch, something along this capacity. So as you walk around, you're cleaning the house, you're doing chores, he has to follow you. I can have hands free, but now he's reinforcing this is a game. Oh, I'm moving in a different direction. Is he paying attention? There's natural consequences with this slip leash. So it is really focusing on, can he pay attention? Come on, go, go. Yeah. Yes. And we can reinforce the calm behaviors of, hey, I have to sit for expectations. Yes, good boy. Now, you can also do this in a capacity of teaching a flat collar, but the idea behind this, the tension release of the slip lead, is that with the slip lead, it's all about tension and release. There should never be consistent tension. So when he's with you, you're gonna do a hip check. You're gonna do a little micro correction with your hand if you're holding it in your hand. The idea is it's a communication. Hey, pay attention. Hey, what are you doing? Come back to me, focus with me. So if he's like right now, free rein, Booker! Good boy! Can you sit? Yes. Yes, good boy. I know. So that's where I just told him 20 things, probably about 6 things of 1, Booker, pay attention. I'm asking for something. I made some kissing noises to help lure him to me. And then I gave him a bridge command, yes, you're doing it. And then when he came and he sat in front of me, hooray, you did what you're supposed to do. Now he's looking for, well, where's my treat? But also, what's the next thing that we're going to do? What is the next thing that you're gonna ask me? The idea behind putting him on a slip leash is you're putting on, it's like work pants or putting on your shoes. You're tricking your brain, we're tricking his brain that he has to focus, that he's the thing. Now right here, this is teenage frustration. This is very normal and common. Just give it a marker, no, or If you need to, move that slip leash so it's in a different spot, so it's not right in front of his face. Bless you. And go on your day. We're not gonna give it a positive or negative charge or an emotional charge. All we're gonna do is, nope, we're not doing that reset. Nope, we're not doing that reset. And now he's like, okay, what are we doing next? As he's just milling around. When we teach self-regulation with teenagers like Booker, it's having these little practices. Set 20 minutes in your day to read a book, to clean the house, to do the dishes, to watch Netflix, and Booker is attached to you. Now, normally at home, he's probably gonna be next to you anyways, just kind of moping, but the idea is, and the focus is that he has to engage in some capacity because he's attached to you. Good boy. And then you can occasionally give him a couple treats, you can give him praise, you can give him love, all things that reinforce that he made the right decision. Yes. But doing it by 20 minutes every day is gonna help him teach these leash manners, but also help him to learn how to regulate when he's on the leash with you.